Welcome to English, Please, the podcast where we explore captivating topics in under 10 minutes in clear, intermediate English. I'm your host, Christopher. I live and work in New York City, and I'm a language enthusiast who has always been interested in the most effective ways to learn a new language. Thank you for joining me for another episode designed to help you improve your English skills and vocabulary. When I was growing up, I lived in the American West for about 7 years. Since then, I've visited a few times, and I've been thinking about taking a short trip out there later this spring. I'd like to talk a little about the American West for this episode. It represents an enormous area of the United States, and it's unlike almost anything you will find in this country or really in the world. It's not just because the landscapes are so striking. There's also much unique history, and the culture is different in many ways from other parts of the United States. Defining the exact boundaries of the American West is difficult. While it's definitely a physical place, it's also more than just a location on a map. The American West is a mix of landscapes with a vibrant history and a spirit of freedom and diversity. This vast region, stretching from the sun-scorched deserts of Arizona to the snow-capped peaks of the Rockies, isn't just a place. It's also a way of life. The American West features the Great Plains, a broad area of flat grasslands located to the east of the Rocky Mountains. The Rocky Mountains, also a part of the American West, span several states in the northern part of the U.S. This region, with an almost unending array of breathtaking scenery, is perhaps the most rugged landscape in the country. Travel to the south, and the air becomes dry, and you'll begin to see the beauty of the vast, mostly empty desert as you encounter famous places like the Grand Canyon. Traveling westward, you'll eventually reach the Pacific Ocean, which is bordered by cliffs, beaches, and forests of enormous redwood trees, some over 3,000 years old. The incredible variety of beautiful landscapes is a big part of the West. There really isn't anything like it. But the American West is more than this. The foundation of the West is in the history of the indigenous tribes who lived there for thousands of years in harmony with the earth. These diverse Native American communities, with their own languages, traditions, and spiritual beliefs, had distinct ways of life that they adapted to fit their specific environments. For instance, the Navajo people, who primarily resided in the Southwest, were skilled weavers and farmers, while the Lakota Sioux, inhabiting the Great Plains, were known for their skills handling horses and their expertise in hunting. Each tribe, from the Apache warriors of the desert to the Pueblo peoples of the Southwest, played a vital role in shaping the cultural landscape of the American West. Then came the huge wave of European settlers to the eastern United States. Although this is a very simple version of events, the massive population began to push people westward in search of land. The move westward was fueled by a belief known as manifest destiny. Essentially, manifest destiny was a 19th century ideology that said that the United States had a right, given by God, to expand westward, and that meant displacing or clashing with the indigenous communities who were already there. This period, marked by conflict and forced relocation, had a profound impact on the lives and cultures of Native Americans in the West. This represents a difficult chapter in U.S. history, but it's important to remember the resilience exhibited by these communities, exemplified by figures like Chief Joseph of the Nez Perce and Geronimo of the Apache, who fought long and hard to keep their lands. One event that dramatically shaped the West was the gold rush of 1849. Rumors of gold discoveries in California sparked a mass migration, and this transformed sleepy towns and empty areas into bustling spaces. This huge influx of people looking for quick wealth included immigrants from China, Australia, Latin America, and Europe. This mix of people forever altered the region's demographics and landscape. In addition, the Transcontinental Railroad, which was completed in 1869, changed the West even more. This important railroad connected the nation from east to west, and it opened up vast regions for development and facilitated travel and trade. However, the construction of the Transcontinental Railroad had a dark side too, as many Chinese and Irish laborers faced harsh conditions and discrimination during its construction. If you've ever seen the American West in movies or novels, maybe you've heard it called the Wild West or the Old West. Many people think of this aspect when they consider the American West. While the events I described earlier were certainly happening, American folklore often focuses on the lawlessness and adventure. Cowboys herded cattle across vast distances, facing harsh weather and dangerous predators, and outlaws wore masks and robbed trains. Gunslingers traveled through frontier towns, settling disputes with gunfights. Oh, a gunslinger is someone, usually in the historic American West, who is known for being fast and skilled with a gun. Maybe you've seen cowboys in movies who settle arguments with guns. Those are gunslingers. This word isn't really used much nowadays, but you might hear it in movies or books that are set in the American West. The period is often romanticized in books and movies, but this area was also marked by hardship, violence, and exploitation. It was also a time of remarkable bravery, ingenuity, and self-reliance, and these qualities continue to be the basis of the Western spirit. As the West matured, it became a melting pot of cultures. I mentioned the arrival of immigrants before. They were looking for new opportunities, but they also brought their own traditions and customs. This mix of diverse perspectives helped shape the West's unique cultural identity, and this is evident in its vibrant music, art, and food, even today. The American West is a land of contrasts. Bustling cities like Las Vegas or Denver stand in the same region as towns where time seems to have stopped. Technological advancements coexist with a deep appreciation for traditional ways of life. The spirit of exploration continues, not just across geographical frontiers, but also in the pursuit of innovation and the protection and responsible use of the environment. Visiting the American West isn't just a journey through a physical place, but also through time. It's an opportunity to witness the grandeur of nature, understand the complexities of history, and experience the unique spirit of the people. Whether you hike through ancient rock canyons, stand in awe of towering ancient trees, or explore the busy streets of a modern city, the West often offers a glimpse into the soul of a nation forever shaped by its frontier past. Ghost towns are a part of the history that remains in the American West. A ghost town is a deserted city or town, often abandoned, but it still has things like buildings or roads. A town often became a ghost town because the economic activity that supported it failed or ended. There are many ghost towns in the American West today, and they are fascinating to see. For example, if you walk through Bodie, California, an empty town that was dedicated to mining silver in the past, you'll see a place that hasn't changed for over 100 years, with empty bars, empty stores, empty churches, houses, hotels, but you won't see people. Rhyolite, Nevada is another ghost town where people lived who were searching for gold. Today, the town is slowly fading away as the desert takes over. Places like these are almost like museums, showing the historic, unchanged places where people once lived. Exploring the American West is like turning the pages of a living history book. It's a journey through diverse landscapes where huge mountains meet sprawling deserts, and the wind blows immense fields of grass. You can see the incredible culture of the many indigenous communities, the historical contributions of cowboys and immigrants, and the results of boom and bust cycles. Ah, boom and bust. That's a phrase that refers to a period of very good economic times, quickly followed by a decline to very bad economic times. It's often used to describe the extremes of the rise and fall of economic activity over time, and it's often a repeating pattern. And with that, we close another episode of English Please. If you're looking for beautiful landscapes, unique culture, and powerful history, a visit to the American West really is incredible. It's a magical place, and the experience is unforgettable. There were some words that were very specific to the American West that I couldn't avoid, but I hope you were able to understand most of this episode. And don't forget, as always, there's a transcript available to help you with your understanding. You can find the link in the episode notes. I recommend listening again with the transcript to help with anything that wasn't clear. Again, I'm Christopher, and I want to invite you to join me in future episodes of English Please to hear about a variety of topics, all focused on helping you with your English. Subscribe now wherever you listen to podcasts, and let's embark on an adventure together in clear, understandable English. I also encourage you to visit comullen.com/pod for more information. Thanks for listening. See you soon.